Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today we will be doing a tarot reading for Melissa Caddick's case. But before I begin, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so that you'll get notified of my next upload. I'm uploading a new video every week and I'm offering a free tarot reading for all of my subscribers. So if you would like to have your reading with me, you can just send a message to my email or direct message to my Instagram. All of the details will be in the description box below. Melissa Louise Caddick was an Australian unlicensed financial advisor who disappeared on 12 November 2020 amid an investigation by the Australian Securities and Investments Commission for allegedly running a Ponzi scheme. Caddick vanished the day after ASIC agents and officers of the Australian Federal Police raided her home in Dover Heights, Sydney, New South Wales, on the suspicion that she had stolen approximately $30 million from investors, including her own friends and family. After months of speculation as to her whereabouts, partial human remains discovered on the south coast of New South Wales in February 2021 and were confirmed to be Caddick's through DNA testing. Alright, so let's just start with the reading. Alright, so from the first deck, we have Four of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Four of Wands, Justice, Son of Pentacles, and the Empress. Alright, let's start with the Four of Pentacles here. This card shows how she operated. I feel like she kept people close to her, as close as possible, made them trust her, and I think that she found it easier to scam those people because then she would be able to read them. She would be able to know if this person is easier to manipulate. Now the Seven of Wands here, this is about how she sold that empty promises. I feel like she didn't have to say that much. She showed them how luxury her life was, how great she was as a businesswoman. The fire in the middle here shows how flashy she was, and it made people look at her and wanting the same thing. Now I also feel like she was charismatic, royal, and easygoing. She got along pretty well with people. Okay, I refer her in the past tense because the evidence points to her being dead, but whether she's alive or not, I would still refer her in the past tense because this whole things happened in the past. Now, the Three of Swords here, this shows how good she was at manipulating people. I feel like she was the kind of person who would stab you in the back and you wouldn't even notice, or that she would make you feel like you're the one holding the knife and she was the victim. So this card represents mental manipulation that she did to a lot of people. Now let's move on to the Son of Pentacles here. I feel like this is her son's energy. So I know how devastated all of her victims are, but I feel like the son had it worse. Well, of course, all of her victims have to endure this traumatic experience, but the son didn't know anything about it, and I feel like all he needs is a mother that nurtures him and be there for him. But instead, he was left with all of this confusion and problems, and he will have to forever live with this. Now the Justice card here is also talking about how the son will not get the justice that he deserves, because even though they caught her and brought her to justice, the son will still suffer. I really feel sorry for all of the victims and especially her son. The Empress here represents the mother figure that he needs, that he longed, and the way the Son of Pentacles is looking down to the Empress here is showing us how he felt. I can sense that he's lost his way because he's not sure what happened to the mom. He's not sure what is waiting for him out there, unsure about his future, and this caused him to have a lot of anxiety. Now, the Three of Pentacles here, I feel like these three pentacles are representing the speculation surrounding her disappearance about the food that the police found. So the first one would be that she killed herself. The second one would be that someone murdered him. Then the third one represents the possibility of her staging her own death. And now the two cards underneath the Three of Pentacles here are having two different kinds of energy. The Nine of Swords here is about worries, basically negative feelings, and the Four of Wands here is about happy feeling. So it's the opposite of each other. And I feel like this shows a mixed feeling, like something bad happened but it feels good, or something bad happened but there's a good outcome. So I feel like this is talking about the speculations that we have. So no matter what happened to her, okay, so the first two theories is about her, either she killed herself or someone killed her. It's something tragic, but then I feel like some people didn't feel sorry about what happened to her. But if the third theory is the truth, then she staged her death and she gained something out of this. Alright, so let's just draw more cards to get a mindset about this case. So from the second deck we have Two of Chalices, Six of Wands, the Chariot, the Magician, Page of Chalices, Ten of Wands, the Strength card, the Lovers, and Four of Wands. We see that we have two repeating cards, the Magician here and the Four of Wands. Now let's start with the Two of Chalices here. This card is on top of the Four of Pentacles, and like I said, she liked to keep the people close to her. And the Two of Chalices here shows that she was using the relationship to make these people fall for her. And I'm not talking about a romantic relationship. This could be just any type of relationship. Basically, it's just like a friendship. She made them feel special, so they trusted her. Now, the Magician card here, I feel like this is talking about how she manipulated people. She's good at it because she did it in a non-obvious way. Now let's jump to the Death card as the Shadow card here. Usually when we do a missing person's case and the Death card appears, it means that the person is no longer with us. But I think that this is the first time that I recall that we got the Death card as a Shadow card only, without any other card appear here. That indicates that she's no longer with us. So what I'm getting from this card is that she is still alive and she staged her death because there's an advantage for her if people think something happened to her. Also, she doesn't have to face consequences and the embarrassment from all of this. Now, to support this theory, we see here that we have Six of Wands and the Chariot. I believe that she went a great length to hide from the police, from her family and friends, and there's a possibility that she even went abroad. The Six of Wands here shows that she crossed a body of water. I think that she could be using a fake passport to do it. Now the Page of Chalices here, this is her energy, and I feel like it is represented by the Page of Chalices because this is her current energy, and I feel like she is different now, like the way she looks. So the Magician here could also represent a plastic surgery that she did, so she looked different. Yeah, I believe that she changed her appearance. And the Ten of Wands underneath her, for me this is about the time it took for her to do the whole process. I feel like she did the surgery a few times, and it took her sometimes to be able to be a new person because she had to go through a lot of procedures. So the Ten of Wands represents the time that she took. I feel like it took her months to be able to then proceed to her next plan. Talking about plans, the Strength card here, I feel like this indicates that she had backup plans way before this happened, because I feel like she knew that this was coming sooner or later, and she had planned what to do since before she got caught. Now the Lover's card here, I feel like this represents someone who helped her get away, who benefited from this too. She probably had been sending this person some money, so he or she is always at her disposal. Now the Four of Wands here, this is about feeling happy, joyful, celebrating something. And in this case, I sense that there's a feeling of relief, probably because she didn't get caught, and because this is underneath the Lover's card, I feel like the happiness here comes from all of these plans that she had that went well. So the oracle cards that we have are gentleness, victory, and spiritual understanding. The message from gentleness here is for the victims to be gentle with themselves and not blaming themselves for trusting her, because she was the one taking advantage of them and it is her fault, not them for trusting her. Now the victory card here, sadly I feel like this card represents her victory, that she doesn't have to face the consequences despite what happened to her. I mean, if she's dead, she didn't have to pay anything for her crime, and if she's still alive, well, she gets away with it. At least for now. Because the spiritual understanding here is giving me a hope, because I feel like new information will surface in the future and this could be good for the investigation. So yeah, I think that is all the reading for the case of Melissa Caddick. I really hope that justice will be served. And once again, this is for entertainment purpose only, so I don't mean to offend anybody. I would like to hear your thoughts about this case too, so please share it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next Unsolved Cases reading.